200 years ago, only 12% of the world's adults could read. As that figure climbed toward 87%, the story of literacy shifted from a cultural milestone to a biological one. In billions of readers, the connection between the brain's hemispheres thickened. A region evolved for recognizing faces was repurposed to recognize letters, reorganizing the physical organ that makes us human. We are now deploying a tool that is spreading faster than literacy and reaching into the same neural circuitry. Artificial intelligence is not merely a productivity tool, it is a mechanism for the next large-scale rewiring of the human brain. Cultural technologies have always reshaped human physiology in ways genetics cannot explain. Our tools do not just change how we live, they reorganize our minds to sustain themselves. Many of us have experienced this in a familiar city like Edinburgh. After months of plugging every journey into a GPS to avoid traffic, the internal ability to navigate those streets begins to deteriorate. The skill does not vanish instantly. It fades through disuse, one delegated decision at a time. This cognitive decline has a physical counterpart in the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, or AMCC. This region is the brain's center for persistence and self-regulation. The AMCC grows in size, specifically in response to tasks that generate friction, frustration, and the desire to quit. People who deliberately seek out extreme effort and suffering, like former Navy SEAL David Goggins, physically enlarge this region by consistently choosing the path of most resistance. By functioning as an ultimate friction removal machine, AI eliminates the productive struggle that builds the neural infrastructure of persistence. It is systematically starving the center of our brain responsible for our will to endure. As professional roles shift toward managing AI interfaces, we are moving from performing intelligence to orchestrating it. But verification requires the very expertise that delegating the work to a machine prevents us from building. Recent data shows that AI use disrupts the normal feedback loops of learning. This chart shows how AI generates a flat line of blind confidence across all skill levels, regardless of actual competence. Over a 6-month period, the gap between how well people think they are performing and their actual ability can widen by 35 percentage points. Users get worse, but they feel better about their work. These illusions of understanding make it impossible for users to recognize the limits of their own knowledge, leaving them unable to objectively judge the world around them. In 2025, a study in The Lancet tracked experienced doctors performing hundreds of colonoscopies with AI assistants to see if the machine's help carried over into their own skills. After working with the machine, the doctor's independent detection rate for key indicators dropped by a massive 21%. The cognitive shortcuts learned while using AI persisted even after the machine was switched off, compromising their professional performance. This is the result of automation bias, the tendency to defer to a computer's confident answer over your own judgment, even when that judgment is correct. In high-stakes professions, AI exposure can degrade expert human judgment, turning a powerful tool into a mechanism for professional de-skilling. Corporate structures are hollowing out from the bottom. Entry-level hiring at major technology firms has fallen more than 50% as AI automates the grunt work typically assigned to graduates. Historically, junior professionals built competence by struggling through tedious tasks under the supervision of experts. That labor was the training ground for judgment. Without this foundational struggle, the next generation will lack the expertise required to verify and manage the machines doing the work. We are currently capturing productivity gains by borrowing from a stock of human capital that we are no longer replenishing. For millennia, humans survived through prestige-biased learning, copying the most successful elders within our own communities to transmit knowledge across generations. We are now replacing that diverse human transmission with a single, centralized machine model that transmits a uniform and convergent body of knowledge to hundreds of millions of people simultaneously. The most significant outcome of this technology is the large-scale rewiring of the minds of the people who use it. The people who will thrive in this environment are not those who use AI the most, but those who retain the ability to think with